Welcome to the Notary Educators with Kimmi Podcast. Hosts Kimmi and Jeff Nunnally, along with Alexis Franklin, share expert insights to help you launch and grow a successful mobile notary business no matter what state you are commissioned in. Learn how to become a top-notch loan signing agent and get answers to common notary questions. Explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training library, plus live weekly online coaching sessions with courses on general notary work, wedding efficient services, remote online notary, ink fingerprinting, apostille, translation services, and I-9 completion. Notary Educators, LLC is your one-stop shop for notary training. Tune in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast and subscribe to the Notary Educators with Kimmi's YouTube channel also for more tips. Take your notary business to new heights.
Kimmi, how's it going, everyone? How are you? Welcome to those who will listen to the replay and the podcast. I'm Kimmi, #1 notary educator with the #1 notary mentor program. If you have not heard, all inclusive includes all of your notary training that you will need to have a thriving, successful business in whatever year you are watching this. It happens to be 25, but this information is valuable no matter when you watch it, okay? Today I am going to be talking about field inspections. I do field inspections. It's another stream of income that I have. Hey, April, how are you? Good to see you. Karen, what's up? Welcome. So yeah, today I'm talking about field inspections, and I do field inspections. I want to know if you're doing field inspections. If not, why not? I'm doing well, thank you. I'm so excited. I'm rolling out my new course today. You know I got a new course. Maybe not. The mentees know it though. Welcome. Yeah, we are rolling out our new field inspection course today, but I want to give you some tips on doing field inspection. I want to talk about why I like doing field inspections, and then introduce the course officially. So are you all doing field inspections? The ones that are here right now, are you doing field inspections? Yes or no? 1 for yes, 0 for no, or you didn't even know you could do it. How about that? Because a lot of notaries don't even know what additional streams of income they can do. April says no, looking into it. Yes, you need to be doing field inspections. I'm going to tell you why in just a moment. How many more people are doing field inspections? 1 for yes, 0 for no. And tell me, why aren't you doing it, April? Is it just because you don't know about it? Because I see you said looking into it, but what is it about it that have you heard of it before? And did you all know that notaries can do field inspections? We're often called upon, Perry's doing. Hey, Perry, how are you, girl? I know you're doing them. How you doing? We miss you in mentor program. So let's talk about field inspections. Okay, so what are field inspections? Karen says, I signed up, but haven't had anything in my area. Okay, let's talk about that a little bit too. So what are field inspections? For those of you who may be brand new, field inspections is just that. You go out and do different types of inspections. It could be a vehicle, it could be a home, it could be a business. I've been called upon to go and do a field inspection at a gymnasium. They wanted to confirm that the company actually had gym equipment. I do car inspections, okay? I've been asked to go and confirm if some work had been done on a property. Okay, so they call us out to do all kind of things. Under field inspections too, I'm going to add mystery shopping. Now, mystery shopping, I'm going to add that to it because some of the same field inspection companies, they call you to do mystery shopping, and that's where you go out and pretend to be a shopper at a store, and they may want you to pick up a certain item or make sure a certain item is on the shelf. So that's what mystery shopping is. So I'm going to add just a little piece of that because, again, these same field inspection companies will add that. So I talk a little bit about that in the course, but I really focus on the field inspection piece of it. So let's talk about it a little bit more. So why do they call notaries to be field inspectors? Because they trust us. They know that we're good with documents, okay? So a lot of times, many of you didn't even know you could add field inspection to your list of things that you do, your list of services, right? So I have field inspection on my website. But basically I get these jobs because I apply at different companies. So to, I believe it was April earlier. Was it April or no, Karen? I signed up with more than one company. So a lot of times notaries object to doing field inspections because they say, well, they don't pay a lot. And that's okay. There are several ways to get more money. I'm going to give you a couple of tips right now because that's what I do. Before a deep dive, I'm going to tell you to get the course or either join mentorship, which is included in the course is included in mentorship. The course is called Start Field Inspections. It's not that complicated. Okay, so when it comes to field inspection, you want to sign up with more than one company. They typically pay anywhere from $20 to $50 per appointment. So you may say, well, Kimmy, that doesn't sound like a lot. But if you take $50 times one of those appointments per day, just one, and they only take like 10 minutes, literally. You go snap a few pictures, document a little bit of information, and then you have completed the assignment. And they pay you for that, okay? Now, what you do is one per day times 30 days is how much? $1,500 a month. Could you do something with $1,500 extra dollars per month? Do you make $50 an hour? Yes or no? Okay. Most people do not make $50 an hour. So where you're saying, well, that's not a lot of money. I want to make loan signing money. I want to make $100 per appointment, right? You're saying I want to make $100 per appointment doing loan signings, but you're not making that because you're not maybe even doing loan signings. $50 per appointment. You don't even have to have any kind of high school diploma. They don't ask you about any of that. They just need you to be able to go out and take good quality pictures, document the information correctly. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of tips when it comes to pricing your services too. They're going to send you what they want to pay you, but I always say counter, okay? Especially if it's a $20 inspection job. I'm not running all over town for $20. I'm just not going to do that. But I will counter back at that company and say, hey, I don't mind going to do your field inspection for you for $50. If they can't find anyone, they will hire you, okay? So if you do one or two of those per day, let's say you do two per day. Just two. That's $100 per day times 30 days. Times 30. That's $3,000 a month. So you got to look at the big picture. Most of us are so worried about, I want to make $150 per job, that you don't look at the big picture. Okay, I deal in volume in my own business. That's some good money, right, April? It is. That's some good money. So when it comes to field inspection too, how I work them in my notary business is I take my higher paying jobs. I'm going to get my loan signing work. I'm going to get my estate packages going, right? But in between those jobs, I'll go and do a field inspection. Okay, I call it like a filler job. So yeah, I'm going to get my $100 loan signing. I'm going to get my $85 power of attorney signing. But in between there, I'm taking a $50 inspection. I'm doing a $40 inspection. That takes me 10 minutes. So you map out your route. You have to be very, running your business, period, as an entrepreneur. You must know how to run your business. There's no doubt about that. Or you're not going to have a business. So your time is money. Time is important. So you have to be very strategic. Okay, very strategic. So what I do is I typically start my day at 11 because I'm a night owl. I work till at 9 o'clock at night. I'm that girl. Okay. I don't want to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I don't mind all night. Like right now, it's late. I don't know what time it is. I really don't. I just said I wanted to go live and roll out my course today. Oh, 7:30. So see, typically I'm a night owl. I like to do things in the evening. So all that being said, they will pay you more money for that too. Okay. They will pay you more money for that. So do companies pay right away? So no, April, they don't pay you on the spot, but they don't take as long as loan signings either. They typically pay within 30 days. Yeah, they don't take like 60 to 90 days. Loan signing payments take 60 to 90 days. We just had a session about that in the mentorship program. I'll tell you about that shortly. Excuse me. Yeah, but they don't take that long to pay. Not that inspections don't. So imagine you stacking those on top of each other though. $50, $50, $50, $50. So I want us to change our mindset. Okay. what equipment do you need to start doing inspections? Okay, I'm going to give you a few little tips here. I always do, but then to get the full Monty, the full everything, you got to check out the course. Okay. Also, because I want you to do it as a pro, I can't give you everything right here in the YouTube video. But I'm giving you enough. Okay. So also, in addition to that, what supplies do you need? I recommend getting some high visibility, because you don't know if you'll be taking pictures from the street. We don't want you to get hit by a car out there. I recommend safety glasses, because sometimes something could pop in your eye depending on what type of assignment it is. Always have a flashlight. You don't know if it's going to be dark when you get there. I'm very particular. They have different things, different types of inspections. I told you about a few: cars, homes, businesses, offices, checking for supplies, checking to see perhaps a company decided, you know what, we're going to take credit card payments. Well, now, before the Visa or MasterCard will give them the credit card machine, they want to make sure, hey, this is a legitimate business. So they'll send you out there. So it's a lot of things that they need boots on the ground. They need a human person to go in there. So yeah, we see on the news a lot of jobs are getting eliminated, right? But some things a human must do. No way around it. No way around it. So you want to position yourself where now's the time to start adding these additional services. And I know a lot of people may say, well, Kimmi, I barely know how to be a notary. And that could be true too. That's why you need training with Notary Educators. But in addition to that, though, have multiple streams, guys. Some people say, well, don't learn too many things. Focus on one. And I'm all for that. I am all for focusing on one thing, being laser driven, right? Laser focused. However, I'm also for building my business. So why do I need to only focus on one thing? Tell me that. Does Walmart only sell one product? Right? Amazon used to only sell books. Okay, if you remember back in the day, if you were in college and you needed some books, I was in school and I took a class. Let me rephrase that. I took a class, well, it wasn't a college though, but I took a continuing ed course at a college for a specific course. And that's when Amazon was really getting big in books. I bought all my books from Amazon or eBay. Okay. So you don't have to focus on one thing, and never let nobody tell you that either, because a lot of people will say that. I think you shouldn't have multiple streams. I think you should focus on one. And I'm all about becoming great at what you're doing one by one. I offer almost 15 different services. I have 15 different courses in the membership, but you cannot do all of them in one night. You know, you have to add, you learn one, add another, add one, add another, you know. Harriet says, hi, Kimmi. I just passed my Illinois state test. Congratulations. I'm waiting for my commission. I'm certainly joining your mentorship soon. We will be looking for you. Very good, Harriet. Yeah, so I'll talk about the mentorship program in just a moment. If you have any questions, if you already kind of know about it and have some questions, you can feel free to drop it here. Lori's saying, hey, Lori W. What's up? Lori, thank you for all your tips. I appreciate it. Lori is a part of mentorship. I appreciate all your tips.
Thanks for tuning in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast. We hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring as you build your notary business. Don't forget to explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training notary library for more resources to expand your skills and services. Stay connected with us on YouTube at Notary Educators with Kimmi for even more tips, tricks, and industry insights. Be sure to subscribe and share this podcast with others who want to succeed in the notary field. Until next time, keep growing and learning, and take your notary business to the next level. See you soon! Don't forget, for all things notary related, visit notaryeducatorsllc.com.